I have one guest for you, Patrick Haverman. He's Deputy Director, UNDP China. And, well, he told me beforehand that UNDP in China is 60 people. 60 people for 1.3 billion Chinese people. So you cover a very big area, and it's particularly challenging, I think, because the topic that we have here is what is the role of local authorities in the SDG process. I think we will talk about two things. One is urbanization, megacities, the push in urban areas, and the other thing is do local authorities by now understand what the SDGs is and how is this strategy trickling down? When you talk to local authorities in China, do they know about the SDGs and what comes with it?
Yeah, unfortunately, not a lot of people yet. And I think that we need to realize. I think in China, the SDGs like globally are known. The president went to New York, they agreed on the goals, they came home, and they kind of like stayed a bit of like the Minister of Foreign Affairs dealing with it. And then if you go to cities, cities are interested in sustainable development.
Why?
Every city has their 13th five-year plan. So there are a lot of like sustainable actions in there. So if we go to cities at the local level, we say, you have your 13th five-year plan, we have this 17 SDGs. Are you interested in doing like an exercise to see where are the matches? How can we integrate it? And so there's a lot of interest on the local level, but there's not a lot of knowledge yet.
So that means that with your counterparts, you understand that there is a notification of sustainability that is built into plans, but it is not necessarily deriving from the SDG strategy.
Yeah, that's true. But at the same time, we say as well to the cities, you don't need to change your whole plan. I mean, you have a 13th five-year plan. But let's kind of like measure where's the counter for the SDGs as well. So really like overlap them. And at the same time, use the SDGs as a tool to also kind of like, yeah, do some capacity building for your civil servants. So we kind of like have a little model now. We're kind of like trying to scale up, and we need a lot of partners to scale it up, but we piloted in 15 cities. That we have an e-learning course online. So the mayor can say to his civil servants, do this course, 3-4 hours, all in Chinese language about the 17 SDGs. Then we send from the UN like 2 people for a day to interview. How's SDG 1, how's SDG 2? Kind of like a very quick stock taking. And then together with the city, we kind of like develop like a capacity building plan on what are like the bottlenecks for the city, which SDGs come like urgent.
That sounds like a very good workflow and a very easy going. There's a learning module and then they stick with it. And so, is that the reality, or do you think that local authorities should be much more involved in understanding on what must be achieved really on their level?
Yeah, no, it sounds as a nice model, and we kind of like rolling it out. We really think it's a start of something, and we see a lot of interest in there. But of course, the model needs to be better, more substantive as well. So we've piloted in 15. So today we're signing an MOU with Tsinghua University, like one of the more bigger universities in Beijing, and together we're going to scale it up. And so that's the idea of 15 counties out of the 2,830. There's nothing. But it is a start, and it can be getting better in the future, we hope.
I have hosted a couple of workshops in Europe, in Germany, but also international, with local authorities and a couple of stakeholders around about how to implement the national sustainability strategy, for instance, or what does SDG means for their daily work. And my learner from this was that you have different stakeholders there. You have the administration, you have the political side, but you have also the business, and you have the civil society. So how is the balance in being involved and understanding what's going on when it comes to the SDGs, according to your experience?
Yeah, in China, the government is a very strong government. So we have a very strong drive from the government. If the government is not on board, then yeah, there's less chance on success, I think. Civil society is interested. We're doing some projects like community consultations. Academia and private sector and government, these are the more the firmer partners, I think. Private sector is getting interested as well, a bit the same, it's a bit off topic. If you tell them about the SDGs, they really get interested and they kind of like want to help. And there as well, how can you link your corporate social responsibility to the SDGs? But again, a lot of knowledge is missing.
Okay. So. Last question, when you look at urbanization and the fact that a growing part of the population will live in big cities in the future, you described this nice strategy process that every city in China has its 30-year plan or something like that. But nevertheless, do you see any risk for the achievement of the SDGs that comes with that push on urbanization?
Yeah, the push of like millions and millions of people coming from the rural area to the cities. So there's a lot of pressure in the cities. What we say is, well, yeah, you urbanize once, so do it good, but we're all halfway the process. Yeah, if you look at all the SDGs, yeah, there's a lot of pressure in China as well. I mean, for every city, it's still measuring economical growth is an important driver. And I think that's the biggest pressure on the SDGs. So that's why, yeah, this campaigning together with like capacity building for civil service, we hope that it gets better.
Patrick Haverman from UNDP China, thank you very much for that talk. Thank you for having been with us here on that stage, on that lively debate. Thank you very much and good luck getting that done in China.